Good morning students. In the previous session we have started revision. We have done revision for lesson number 2. Now today we will start with lesson number 4, that is angles and pairs of angles. Lesson number 2 and lesson number 4, both the lessons are there for your exam. So lesson number 2 we have completed. Now lesson number 4 today we will start. Okay. So we will revise now lesson number 4. Okay. So as you can see here, one figure is given. You will write down name of the angle. Yes, what is the name of the angle? Angle ABC is the name of the angle. Now write the name of its vertex. Vertex is point B, right? So how you will write down vertex? Vertex is point B. Write the names of its arms. Which are the arms here? That is ray BA, these, and ray BC are the arms of angle. Okay, so name of the angle is angle ABC, vertex is point B, and arms, that is ray BA and ray BC. Okay, now the next is interior points and exterior points. Interior points means the points which are inside the arms of an angle. As you can see here, these points are inside the arms of an angle. They are not on the arms of an angle, but they are inside the arms of an angle. Okay, so they are called as interior points. In the plane of the figure alongside, the group of points like point N, point M, point T and point O, which are not on the arms of the angle, form the interior of the angle PQR. So they are called as interior points. They are not on the arms of the angles, but they are inside the arms. So they are called as interior points. Now we will see the exterior points. Okay, as you can see here, the group of points in the plane of the angle like point G, see this point G, point D, point E and point S, which are neither on the arms of the angle nor in its interior. So they are not on the arms of an angle and they are not inside the angle, okay, or they are not in its interior. So they are called as exterior points. Okay, so they form the exterior of the angle. So which are the exterior points here? Point G, point D, point S and point E are the exterior points. And which points are on the arms of an angle? That is point P, point Q and point R. They are on the arms of an angle. I hope you are clear with exterior interior points. Now the next is, okay, we will see the definition for adjacent angles. Adjacent angle means the two angles which have a common vertex or common arm and separate interiors are said to be adjacent angles. Adjacent angles means the two angles which have a common vertex, which have a common arm and separate interiors are said to be adjacent angles. Adjacent angle means the two angles which have a common vertex, common arm and separate interiors. They are said to be adjacent angles. Now we'll start with practice set 15. We will just quickly revise practice set 15 and practice set 16 today. Okay, so you will observe the figure and complete the table for angle AWB. Now one figure is given, you will identify the interior points and exterior points. So which are the interior points here? Points in the interior are point R, point C, point N and point X. These are the interior points, right? Now which points in the exterior? Exterior points are point T, point U, point Q, point V and point Y. They are exterior points, right? Now which are the points or the arms of the angle? Which points are there on the arms of the angle? That is point A, point W, point G and point B. They are on the arms of the angle. Okay, so in the exam also we will give one figure and will ask you to identify the interior points. Okay, and we'll give the options for interior points. From that options you will click on the correct option. Okay, now the next is, okay, you will identify the pairs of adjacent angles. What is the definition for adjacent angles? The two angles which have a common vertex, common arm and separate interiors. They are said to be adjacent angles. Now from this figure you will write down the pairs of adjacent angles. Which are the adjacent angle here? Angle BNA is adjacent to angle ANC, these. Okay, why? Because they are having one common arm, that is ray NA. They are having one common vertex, that is point N, and they are having the separate interiors, so they are adjacent angles. Okay, so first one we are written, that is BNA is adjacent to angle ANC, right? BNA is adjacent to angle ANC. Now the next one is angle ANC is adjacent to angle BNC or CNB, as they have one common vertex, that is point N, and they are having one common arm, that is ray NC. So they are adjacent angles and they are having separate interiors. Now the third one is angle CNB. This angle is adjacent to this angle, angle ANB, right? So these are the names of adjacent angles. Adjacent angle means the two angles which have one common arm, one common vertex and separate interiors. So they are called as adjacent angles. Now from this figure you will write down, from the second figure you will write down the names of the adjacent angle. Only one adjacent angle is there, that is angle PQT is adjacent to angle PQR, as they are having one common vertex, that is point Q, and they are having one common arm, that is ray QP. Okay, so these are the adjacent angles. Angle PQR and angle PQT is the adjacent angle. Okay, I hope you are clear with this. Now the next one, question number 3. Are the following pairs adjacent angles? If not, state the reason. Now the pairs of angles are given, you will identify whether they are adjacent or no. Angle PMQ, which angle this? PMQ is adjacent to RMQ, this angle. Yes, they are adjacent angles. Why? Because they are having one common arm and one common vertex, and they are having separate interiors, so they are adjacent angles. So you will write down adjacent angle. Now the second one is angle RMQ and SMR. So they are not adjacent. Why? Because they are having common interior. So not adjacent angle, as interiors are not separate. So their interiors are not separate. So they are not adjacent. So angle RMQ and angle SMR, they are not adjacent angle as interiors are not separate. They are having common interior. Okay, and what is the definition we have seen? That is the two angles which have a common vertex, common arm and separate interiors. But here, as you can see here in this, they are not adjacent because interiors are not separate. They are having common interior, so they are not adjacent. Now the next one is angle RMS and angle RMT. Again, angle RMS and angle RMT, they are also not adjacent because as interiors are not separate. They are having common interiors, so they are not adjacent angles. And the last one is angle SMT and angle RMS, these two. So they are adjacent angles as they are having separate interiors and they are having common arm and common vertex. So they are adjacent angles. I hope you are clear with this. Now the next concept is, okay, we'll see one practice sum. Based on this, observe the figure and write the following answer. Okay, you will observe this figure and you will write down the vertex. Okay, these you will solve in your notebook. This is practice sum. So one angle is given, you will write the name of its vertex, which is the vertex that you will write down here. But in the exam you will not write down anything. We will give the options. From that option you will click on the correct option. Okay, so now this sum you will solve in your notebook. So first one is write the name of its vertex. You will write down the name of the vertex. And the second one is write the name of the angle shown alongside. You will write down the name of the angle. Okay, this sum you will solve in your notebook. So write down this question. Question number 1, observe the figure and write the following answers. Okay, as you are writing this in your notebook, so you will write down these answers. But in the exam, if this type of questions will come, then we will give you options. From that option you will click on the correct option, that is correct answer. I hope you have written this question. Okay, first is write the name of its vertex and write the name of the angle shown alongside. From this figure you will write down the name of the vertex and name of the angle. Okay, now the next one is, yes, we'll start with the next definition, that is complementary angles. Yes, what is the meaning of complementary angles? If the sum of the measures of two angles is 90 degree, they are known as complementary angles. If the sum of the measures of two angles is 90 degree, then they are known as complementary angles. Now we'll solve few sums based on this concept. Okay, practice set 16 will not solve all the sums, only 2 or 3 sums we will see, we will revise. So measure of one angle is given, that is 40 degree. You will find out the complementary angle of 40 degree. Now in the exam you will not solve these steps, you will just click on the correct answer. Now how you will solve this? If it is asked, find the measure of complementary angle of 40 degree. Yes, what is the sum of the complementary angles? That is 90 degree. Measure of one angle is given in the question, that is 40 degree. So how you will find out the other angle? That is 90 minus 40. So 90 minus 40 is 50 degrees. So the answer is 50 degree. So from the option you will click on the correct option, that is 50 degree. Okay, you will not write down anything, you will just click on the correct option. So how you will find out this? One angle is given, you will subtract that angle from 90 degree. Yes, as the measure of the sum of the measure of two angles is 90 degree in the complementary angle. So if measure of one angle is 40 degree, then the other angle is 90 minus 40, that is 50 degree. Now the next sum is, if the measure of one angle is given, that is 45 degree, then what is the measure of the other angle which is complementary to 45 degree? That is 90 minus 45. So the answer is 45 degree. So what is the complementary angle of 45 degree? That is 45 degree. Yes, the measure of complementary of 45 degree is 45 degree. Now the third sum is, if the measure of one angle is given, that is 90 degree, what is the measure of its complementary angle? Now as we know, the sum of the measures of two angles is 90 degree, they are said to be complementary angles. So if the measure of one angle is 90 degree, what is the measure of complementary angle? That is 90 minus 90, you will do the subtraction. So 90 minus 90 is 0 degree. So the answer is 0 degree. Okay. And the next one is, if the measure of one angle is given, that is x degree, then what is the measure of its complementary angle? So the answer is 90 minus x. As we know, the sum of the measure of complementary angle is 90 degree. If the one angle is x degree, so the other angle is 90 minus x degree. Now in place of x degree, if it is asked, if the measure of one angle is a degree, then what is the measure of its complementary angle? Yes, what is the answer then? 90 minus a degree. I hope you are clear with this. Yes, if the measure of one angle is a degree, then the measure of its complementary angle is 90 minus a degree. If the measure of angle is x degree, then measure of its complementary angle is 90 minus x degree. So in this way you will write down the answer, or you will click on the correct option. Now the question number 2. Okay, now we'll see the question number 2. As the measures of two angles are given here, that is y minus 20 degree and y plus 30 degree, you will find the measure of each angle. As these two angles are complementary angles, so complementary angles means their sum is equal to 90 degree, right? So first we will write down in the solution, it is given there y minus 20 degree and y plus 30 degree are the measures of complementary angles. So y minus 20 degree plus y plus 30 degree is equal to 90 degree, as they are complementary. Now remove the brackets. Y minus 20 plus y plus 30 is equal to 90 degree. We will write down alphabets together and numbers together. So y plus y will write down together. Yes, and we'll write down minus 20 with this plus 30. So what is the next step here? See here, this step, y plus 30 minus 20 is equal to 90 degree. We'll write down these alphabets together and the numbers together. Okay, so y plus 30 minus 20 is equal to 90 degree. So y plus y is what? 2y, and plus 30 minus 20 is plus minus minus, so 30 minus 20 is 10, right, and bigger number sign, so plus 10 will come. So what is the next step now? Yes, as you can see here, next step is 2y plus 10 is equal to 90 degree. Y plus y 2y plus 30 minus 20 is plus 10. So y plus y 2y plus 10 is equal to 90 degree as it is. Now this plus 10 it will go on right hand side, so it becomes minus 10. So 2y is equal to 90 minus 10. So 2y is equal to 80 degree. So y is equal to 80 divided by 2, right? So this 2 it will go here, so it becomes divide. 80 divided by 2 is 40 degree. So if the measure of one angle is, y is equal to 40 degree. So what is the measure of these angle y minus 20 and y plus 30 which is given in the question? Now put the value of y, that is y is 40 degree and minus 20. 40 minus 20 is 20 degree and 40 y plus 30 means 40 plus 30, that is 70 degree. So which are the two angles here? 20 degree and 70 degree. Okay, as you have asked this question in doubt clearing session, so I revised again this question. Now these are the practice sums. Please write down these sums, and this type of questions can come in the exam. So multiple choice question. Now what can come in multiple choice question? As you can see here, first sum I have written here, find the measure of complementary angle of 45 degree. You will find out the complementary angle of 45 degree. Yes, here are the options are given: 50 degree, 45 degree, 40 degree and 55 degree. Now you will do this in your rough notebook and you will find out the answer and you will click on the correct option. Now 4 options are given, which is the correct one, that only you will click. Now as you are solving this in your notebook, you will write down the answer, okay? But in the exam you will click on the correct option. So these type of questions can come from these 2 exercises. One more question is there. So this is multiple choice questions. You will click on the correct answer which is given here, okay? Now the next one is fill in the blanks can come. First one, the sum of the measure of complementary angle is dash. Yes, what is the sum of the measure of complementary angle? Here are the 3 options. First one is 180 degree, second one is 90 degree and third one is 0 degree. Which is the correct option? You will click on that correct option. Okay, so like this type of questions can come for fill in the blanks multiple choice questions. Now the next one is, yes, 2 angles which have a common arm, common vertex and separate interiors are said to be dash angles. 2 angles which have a common arm, common vertex and separate interiors are said to be dash angles. So options are given: opposite angles, right angles and adjacent angles. Okay, so correct answer, you will click on the correct answer. Or now if you are solving this in the notebook, you will write down the answer there. Okay, so this is only for your reference. So these type of questions can come for exam. So I hope you are clear till here. In the next session we will start with practice set 17. Today we have revised practice set 15 and 16. Now in the next session we will start with practice set 17 and this practice sums we will solve in your notebook. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you so much.